Hey, what's up guys? After Samsung launched the Galaxy Note 20 series, I started getting comments from people that whether they should go for a 2019 flagship Galaxy Note 10 or invest slightly more and go for the Note 20 series or even the premium mid-rangers like Vivo X50 or Oppo Reno 4 Pro, as the price of a used Galaxy Note 10 and premium mid-ranger phone is the same now. Galaxy Note 10 can now be bought for as low as $750 or 55,000 Indian rupees or for 38,000 Indian rupees in the used phone market, and it's still a bang for the buck. I have compared it to premium mid-ranger like Vivo X50 on my channel, and Galaxy Note 10 emerged as a clear winner, be it camera or gaming performance. And the newest one is I compared my Note 10 to the latest flagship Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, and Note 10 performed really well. You can watch the video by clicking on the card on the top right corner. Galaxy Note 10 is running on Android 10 with One UI 2.1 and will be updated to latest One UI 2.5 and Android 11. Samsung has been quite consistent in providing timely software updates on its flagship phones. One UI has improved a lot in the last couple of years, and it's a huge upgrade over the TouchWiz OS which was used by Samsung on their phones till Galaxy S9. I have been using Galaxy Note 10 as a primary device for a year now, and one thing I like about this phone is that it's a beast and can handle any task easily. There's no lag or slowdown. I'm still getting 12 hours of battery backup with full day Wi-Fi, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram and some YouTube usage, and that's pretty good for a year-old device which has a just 3500 mAh battery. Note 10 can easily last for a day with normal usage on single charge. It also supports fast charging and comes with a 25-watt charger out of the box which can charge from 0 to 56% in just 30 minutes, so that's quick. The phone still looks premium with punch hole display and front and back Gorilla Glass 6 body with aluminium frame. It's also IP68 certified water and dust resistant. At the bottom is the mic, Type-C USB port, speaker grill and S Pen. The lock and the volume buttons are on the left side. At the top is the other speaker and dual SIM card tray slot. At the back it has a triple camera setup and LED flash. On the front it has a single punch hole selfie camera and earpiece. Talking about performance, it is still a power pack performer and can easily handle latest high-end games without any issue. Galaxy Note 10 is powered by Exynos 9825 chipset with an octa-core processor and Mali G76 MP12 GPU globally, whereas in USA and China it is powered by Snapdragon 855 chipset with an octa-core processor and Adreno 640 GPU. Mine is the Exynos variant, and only downside of the Exynos version is that the battery backup and performance was slightly less compared to the Snapdragon variant. Galaxy Note 10 is available in only one storage and RAM option, 256GB paired with 8GB of RAM. It's a delight for PUBG lovers as this phone can handle PUBG at HDR mode with Ultra FPS. The graphics look stunning on this one, the game runs smoothly, there's no stuttering or graphic loading issue of objects that are far away. But the only downside is that while playing PUBG, it gave just 5 to 6 hours of battery backup. And you will be shocked to know that even the newly launched Galaxy Note 20 Ultra runs PUBG on HDR with Ultra FPS only, so no extreme FPS on the newly launched device as well. If you want to see my in-depth review of Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, you can watch it by clicking on the card on the top right corner. And since Note 10 has a glass and metal body, it heats up slightly while gaming, but that's not a big issue as most of the glass and metal phones heat up while gaming, but that doesn't affect their performance. So you won't be disappointed if you buy this phone for gaming purpose, as it's a gaming beast. And for all those social media addicts, social media apps like Snapchat and Instagram works flawlessly as they should on a flagship smartphone. The filters load quickly, there isn't any lag or anything. And same goes with Instagram. This phone can capture some amazing shots with nice saturation, so you can upload them directly on your Instagram handles without editing. Now talking about the camera, Galaxy Note 10 has a triple camera setup, a 12MP f1.5 variable aperture wide-angle camera with dual-pixel face detection autofocus and optical image stabilizer, a 12MP f2.1 aperture 2x telephoto zoom with face detection autofocus and optical image stabilizer, and a 16MP f2.2 aperture ultra-wide-angle camera. There are tons of features in the stock camera app like Pro Mode, HDR, Panorama, Live Focus with Depth Intensity Adjustment, Single Take Mode for Boomerang and all, Food Mode, Night Mode, Ultra Wide Angle Mode. The best ones are 960 FPS Super Slow Motion Video and Background Blur for video with effects. You can shoot 4K videos up to 60 FPS and also have a Super Steady video mode option. At the front is a 10MP f2.2 aperture selfie camera with dual pixel face detection autofocus, which can shoot up to 4K videos up to 60 FPS and 120 FPS slow motion video. You also get live focus, AR stickers, AR Animoji, filters, beauty mode and wide angle mode in the front camera as well. Note 10 supports Google camera mode in both Exynos and Snapdragon variants, so you can capture some amazing HDR shots using Gcam. So let's check out some camera samples from the stock camera. Galaxy Note 10 has a powerful camera and that's evident looking at the camera samples. The colors look saturated, there are loads of details and the daytime pictures on this device are just phenomenal. And the ultra wide angle camera is also useful for capturing some good shots. Portraits are great whether it's a portrait of human or an object, there is no edge detection issue. HDR works fine, the details of the sky and foreground are well maintained. Indoor shots in artificial lighting conditions are nice and the intelligent camera mode bumps up the colors for better look. The low light performance is just outstanding for a year-old device, and even in extremely dark conditions, the night mode can help you to capture some good shots. Selfie camera is decent, the selfies look good, HDR works well, but even when the beauty mode is off, there is some sort of smoothing going on which some users may not like. For security, it comes with in-display fingerprint scanner which is quite fast and secure. It also has face unlock which is extremely fast, but security wise it's not that great. Watching videos on Samsung phones has always been great thanks to their AMOLED displays, and it's true with Note 10 as well. Note 10 has a 6.3-inch dynamic AMOLED display with 1080 by 2280 resolution and 401 ppi density. The display is crisp, colors are saturated, and the contrast ratio is just amazing. This phone also supports HDR10 Plus content. And being a dynamic AMOLED display, the viewing angle is also great. Now talking about the S Pen, it's the most important feature of the Galaxy Note series and has improved a lot in past few years. You can use it for taking notes, convert handwritten notes into digital text, and for sketching and AR Doodle in the camera app, which is gimmicky but it's worth mentioning. And with the Note 10, it has Air Actions, which lets you make gestures in the air with the S Pen to control the camera, including zooming, changing camera modes and switching between front and rear camera. So these are some really interesting features of the S Pen. So that was all about Galaxy Note 10, and to sum up in the end, whether you should buy Galaxy Note 10 in 2020 or in 2021, then yes, it's still a powerful smartphone which you can use for high level gaming. It can easily do your daily tasks and has a decent battery backup. It's still a much better choice than premium mid-range smartphones or the newly launched Chinese phones with better processor but no proper optimizations. And if you are confused whether you should buy the newly launched Galaxy Note 20 series or the Note 10 series, I'll suggest you to go for the Note 10 series, as Note 20 series is not a huge upgrade over Note 10 except for the slightly improved camera and 50x hybrid zoom, which you will not use much in day-to-day usage, and save money for your next upgrade. If you have any query about this phone or any other smartphone, please let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, do hit the like button. Also don't forget to click the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get updates on our new video uploads. Also follow me on Instagram on techbuzz.insta page and techbuzz Facebook page. We will be back with another video soon. Till then, stay tuned.